400 trillion to 1. I just want everybody to hear this. This is the reason I am happy 247, 365 for the rest of my life. 400 trillion to 1. Those are the odds of becoming a human being. You may not love the human being situation you found yourself in, but let me tell you this. Your mom might have grabbed another glass of wine and you never would have been. I mean, 400 trillion to 1. That statement was made by media guru Gary Vaynerchuk, and one thing I could pick from that is the power of opportunity. Now, it's said that change your thoughts, change your life, right? Now, I've discovered that when it comes to reprogramming our minds for success, you don't walk away from a thought, you walk towards another thought. Now, what I mean is this. If someone is thinking about blue elephants, we don't get that person to stop thinking about blue elephants by saying to that person, hey, don't, or stop thinking about blue elephants. We get that person to stop thinking about blue elephants by getting them to think about pink flowers. Now, instead of saying, I don't like short guys, I don't want to date short guys, let's just simply say, I like tall dudes, I want to date tall dudes. Because here's what happens. The more we think and talk about those things that we don't want, that's what we end up attracting into our lives. So rather than focusing on what we don't want, let's focus on what we do want. Now, it's the same way. We'll always have an excuse for not doing those things that we know will take our lives to a whole new level, because of the frame of mind that we carry, because of the mindset that we carry, which is an excuses mindset. A mindset that is always trying to justify why a goal cannot happen, why that goal is impossible. A mind that is always trying to tell us how we are not good looking enough, we are not smart enough, we are not strong enough, we are not well connected enough. Now, instead of having that excuses mindset, let's have an opportunity mindset. The dictionary defines opportunity as a time, a moment, an occasion, a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something. Now, if you look closely at that definition, you will see that every single word there is just simply loaded. It talks about time, moment, occasion, favorable set of circumstances, possibilities, action, and accomplishment. Now, that's exactly what we want in our life, right? Exactly. Now, instead of spending all our time fighting excuses, because here's the thing, whatever we give our attention to grows. The more we try to fight excuses, we just simply end up having more excuses in our lives. So rather than fighting the excuses, let's embrace the opportunities. Let's embrace our opportunity. Let's embrace our time, our moment. Let's embrace the possibilities. Let's take action, no matter how small, and celebrate every win and every milestone. That's what makes the entire difference. Taking and embracing our opportunities. And this all starts by revisiting that Gary Vaynerchuk statement, 400 trillion to 1. No, you didn't get it. Not 4, not 40, not 400, not 4,000, not 40,000, not 400,000, not 4 million, 40 million, no. 400 million, still no. What about 4 billion? Heavens no. 400 trillion to 1. Now that's 1,000 zeros on 4 billion, and then still with 2 extra zeros. 400 trillion to 1. Those are the odds of becoming a human being. Those are the odds of being born into this world. I mean, 400 trillion to 1. Those are the odds, the obstacles, the disadvantages you and I had to overcome to get born into this world. 400 trillion to 1. That's the balance of advantage, the superiority of strength, power, and resources that you had over every other sperm cell, that you had over every other activity that your parents could have been involved in, that you had over every other circumstance that could have prevented your conception. And not just your conception, your growth and development and your eventual birth into this world. I mean, just think about it. If you and I, if little old you and little old me could have overcome 400 trillion odds just to get born into this world, what are those odds, or what are those things that could stand in your way and in my way from achieving those goals that we want to achieve? You may have been born into a very humble background. You may have been born with some physical challenge. You may have been born into some unfavorable circumstance. But all those fade into the background with the knowledge that our lives are an opportunity, that our lives are a gift that we did absolutely nothing to earn. A beautiful gift that we got and received despite the 400 trillion odds that were stacked up against us. I mean, that just totally blows my mind, and I'm sure will blow the mind of anybody that takes the time to really think about that. That's what makes the difference. Seeing our lives as such a beautiful and a precious gift. And when that happens, what is the result? Is that we see every day and every moment as an opportunity. We realize that nothing can stop us, so we give everything our all. We don't take anything for granted, so we give our best daily. We give our best shot daily to every single thing that we do. Seeing life as an opportunity, seeing life as a precious gift. This was how I ran the 2020 Lagos City Marathon. This was the mindset that helped me to prepare for, to run, and to actually finish the 2020 Lagos City Marathon, because I saw it as my opportunity. I saw it as my moment to move my life to a whole new level of performance, to do the creative best that I can with my own life. And this is why it never crossed my mind for 1 second to give up. Even while at the 33-kilometer mark, my legs felt as heavy as lead, and it just seemed like I couldn't go on. Because what just kept going on through my mind is that, Kayode, this is your opportunity. This is your moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month, not next year, but now. This is your moment. This is your opportunity to write your own unique story and to make history. And that's what exactly history is all about. Writing our own unique stories. History, his story, her story, my story, your story, our story. History is that opportunity that we have to write our own unique story. Now, it's one thing to be able to see and recognize opportunities. It's another thing to be able to maximize those opportunities. Now, one reason I believe we don't maximize or make the most of our opportunities is because they come to us dressed as work and land as says. I love the way Brendon Burchard puts it. He says, when you go knocking on the door of opportunity, do not be surprised that it's work that answers. To live a life of no excuses, to exceed limits, to break barriers, to crush our goals, to become those high performers that God has created us to be, to become a pleasant surprise to ourselves and to all those around us. Our mindset to life has to be that of opportunities and possibilities. And the mindset to commit to make the most of those opportunities and to make history.